Hi home bakers! Today I'm in the kitchen making oatmeal gooseberry muffins.
These muffins are soft, buttery, and incredibly easy to make. They're dotted with sweet-tart gooseberries for the perfect seasonal flavor in every bite. So if you're trying to find what to do with your fresh gooseberries, this muffin recipe is one of my favorites.
This muffin recipe is full of vintage charm. I love baking with blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. But there's something deliciously nostalgic about baking with those less common seasonal fruits like black currants, red currants, Saskatoon berries, and gooseberries.
So let's get into the kitchen. This is how I make homemade gooseberry muffins.
To start this recipe, in a bowl I'm going to cream together a 1/4 cup of softened butter with 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Now you can go the traditional route of mixing the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients into separate bowls and then bringing them together, but I'm going to be making the whole thing in one bowl. I found that if you sprinkle the dry ingredients evenly on top of the wet ingredients, then there's not really that much of a difference. Now to my creamed butter and sugar, I'm going to beat in 1 egg until it's soft and fluffy, and make sure to scrape down the bottom and sides of the bowl as you go. And now for the dry ingredients, I'm going to sprinkle on top 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of rolled oats, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Mix this just until the batter comes together. Then while mixing, I'm going to add in 1 cup of milk and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And finally, I'm going to add in the fruit.
Gooseberries are bright and tangy, and they taste somewhere in between a grape, kiwi, and a tart apple. But when they're heated, they get even sweeter, so they're perfect for baking.
Fold in 1½ cups of cleaned gooseberries.
To prepare your gooseberries for baking, you're going to want to remove the stem from the one end and the little piece of dried flour from the other. And if you're worried about the gooseberries sinking to the bottom of your muffins, make sure to dust them in a little bit of flour before you add them into the batter. And make sure you don't overmix. A few little lumps and bumps in these muffins is fine.
And now I'm ready to fill my muffin cups. I have my muffin tin here filled with 12 muffin liners. Fill each one until it's just about but not quite to the top of the liner. These are probably all just a little bit more than 3/4 full. This will give the muffin batter a chance to grow and puff up in the oven while it's baking without running over the top. And now my muffins are ready to go into my preheated 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius oven. And I'm going to let them bake for 20 to 25 minutes, or until they're lightly golden on top and a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Let them sit for a few minutes and then they're ready to eat and enjoy.
These gooseberry muffins are the perfect grab-and-go breakfast, or you can save them for your afternoon snack. They come together with only simple ingredients, and they bake up soft and moist.
The oats give that perfect hearty, nutty flavor, and the gooseberries bake into little bright, sweet, tart bursts of flavor in every bite. My favorite way to serve these muffins is with a little bit of butter and some maple syrup drizzled on top.
And as always, you can find a link to the full written recipe in the description box below the video.
Enjoy! If you're a fan of deliciously simple vintage recipes and old-fashioned skills, then you'll want to check out this next video. Thanks so much for stopping by.